Mic check. We on? 1, 2. Hey, welcome to Bible Talk with Comedians. It's Mike Larry, man. I got Jason Jamerson to my right. What's up, Jason?
What's going on?
How you feel, man?
No, I feel good. I feel good, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for asking.
I know what's going on in your life. You know what I'm saying? Mike, what's going on, man? Mike. What's going on, Mike? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm about to start a shoe shine business.
Think I'm about to start me a greens company, man. Cooking greens.
The Greens Company?
The Greens Company. We got all kinds of greens,
What
man.
you gonna use, ham hocks or you gonna use smoked turkey necks?
All kinds of different flavors, man. Ham hocks, smoked turkey necks, the veggie greens, just the green greens.
All right.
So you gonna have some vegan greens in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That's crazy that greens, you gotta say these greens, are these greens vegan?
These greens
Hey,
vegan.
that's crazy, dog. That's crazy, man. So listen, y'all. We talking about health. What the Bible says about health. Also, if you want to call in, what's that call in number again, bro? 313
7779311.
313 855 5737. So you trying to call in? It's 313-855-5737.
That's 313-855-5737.
Call in, man. Kick it with us. We talking about health and what the Bible says about health. I know we have a health buff in the building, right? As we talk right now, my man Jason Jamerson, he's a fitness instructor. He has his own gym and his own class and all that. So when we're talking about health physically, this guy knows health.
Yeah. So if y'all got any questions about health before this is over, go ahead and call in, and I'll answer them for you to the best of my ability.
Yeah, Mike know about it spiritually, man. He's you know how to get your spirituality in health.
I'm not the guy.
He's over there looking like Martin. Yeah.
No. Sorry, Martin. I just didn't want to move to Arizona.
You want to move to Arizona? Yeah, but I think all that plays a part, man. You know, if your mind is not connected in what you're doing, everything else don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole overall, man.
Yeah, that's 100%, and that's not even just like you know, that's just real life. Like there's, you know, science. To me, I believe science is just is just different ways that God gives information. But there's science that proves that when you have a certain kind of mindset, your body responds a certain kind of way. Mm-hmm. You know, because literally there's your brain sending signals to your body. And your body responds based off of what that signal is saying. If it's positive, it's going to respond positive. If it's negative, it's going to respond negatively. Like, how many times have you almost been sick, and then you say, I think I'm catching the cold, and then the cold just sets in all the way?
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. How many times you almost get sick, and you're like, man, I'm not getting sick. You know what I'm saying? I done did that a few times. Like, man, I'm not about to get sick, man. 100. You know what I'm saying? And thank God I don't, man. My scripture I go to is 1 Corinthians 11:31. It says, so whatever you eat or drink or whatever you do everything for the glory of God.
Awesome.
But that's broad, though. Like, how do you apply that to your everyday? Like, did that mean just pray over everything you eat? And it's going to be okay, or, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I guess you have to go back up where it says, so whatever you eat or drink or whatever you do everything for the glory of God. And I guess you're supposed to take care of your temple.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you could put a table full of cakes and I'm going to smash these cakes for the glory of God.
In Jesus' name, my cholesterol shall not rise.
Shall not rise. Can you give me extra hot sauce, please? Because I need that sodium.
Yeah. You know what's funny, man?
That's sanctified sodium.
I was watching Creflo during the wintertime, right? During the winter when I first started doing the plant-based stuff. And I was watching Creflo, and I've been doing the plant-based stuff, and my wife, she like, She ain't for the plant. You know, like the only plant she want is maybe a salad or something. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't for all that plant stuff. She'll try, but that ain't her thing. You know what I mean? And so Creflo was on there. He was like, yeah, and you know, whatever scripture he used, he said that as long as you pray over, he's like, I ain't gonna tell you what to eat, but I'm gonna eat me some meat. I'm gonna eat me some meat. I'm gonna pray over it. I'm gonna eat me some meat, right? And this was like in January, and I'm like, well, he can do whatever he want to. You know what I'm saying? That's him. That's on him. But so last week she was watching Creflo in her office, right? and I was looking at him like about a month ago. He came out. He was looking a little weird, like he was going through something, like he was sick or something. You know what I'm saying? He came out sluggish and all that. And so I've been just like keeping an eye on him. So this yesterday or the day before yesterday, he came out. He was watching a video and he was like, "Yeah, you know, I'm been changing my diet. I'm doing the plant based now." And I looked at my wife. Was like, "Ha ha ha." That's why you supposed to do what. Like for me, when I did this, it was God told me to do it. I didn't want to, but God told me to do it, and that's why I went that way, you know. And I think it's just practicing being obedient, because you never know what's around the corner or what He's trying to keep you from. You know?
That's real. That's real.
And right before when He had me to start doing this, right before the whole coronavirus hit, you know what I'm saying? He had me doing it like in December of 2019 or something, and then going into that was when all that other stuff happened. So I don't know, man. I just really feel in my heart, you know. I feel like, man, I know that He blessed me through that to get my levels, make sure my levels was right and all that, man. I really believe that, man.
Yeah.
Yep. So how you feel about it, Mike, man? What's your take on that, man?
I believe you just said a mouthful, bro. I think God, like, sometimes we think the sacrifice of doing something different that seems better and how hard it's going to be, but we don't know what God's protecting us from. You know what I mean? Like, that obedience saves your life. Like, you don't know what's next, you know. So you not eating meat, the next hamburger you might have might have salmonella in it.
Right.
You might have dodged the bullet just by being obedient. You know what I'm saying? So like, hey man, just I applaud you for just being obedient and you know, taking on that lifestyle. And I know you personally. I know that's how you eat. That's just you now.
Yeah, it is, man. It's a practice, and you know, I ain't saying it's easy. It's definitely hard. There's, you know, plenty of times where I'm like, man, I want to eat something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just getting to the point where I'm able to adjust really totally. I was looking for so many substitutes to fulfill what I was missing. Like I was, and that's why my weight loss journey was taking so long. You know, I was substituting everything with like potatoes and rice and, you know what I'm saying? So you can still be a vegan and still eat wrong. You know what I mean? Like people think like, I'm a vegan, man. I just ate some Impossible burgers, and the new vegans is really funny to me, bro.
Called Impossible for a reason.
I ate 2 Impossible burgers yesterday, bro. So I'm really, you know, like, bro, do you know that's you might as well eat a real burger, in quote unquote, in a sense, like, you know, you still damaging yourself, man. A plant based is supposed to be plant.
Period.
The real plant, you know what I'm saying? And not saying it's easy. I struggle with it too, but that's where I'm going to, man. Like, you know.
Yeah, you a good one, because I'm not giving up chicken no time soon, or steak. But
I don't want to, brother. Did you hear what I said? I said God told me. I said, I look at chicken every day. Like, man, I'll eat that.
I miss you,
I miss you,
You can't stand the rain.
The chicken be like,
yard bird.
But yeah, but you know, when it comes to eating, I know there's a lot of people who like they ask me all the time, "Oh, you vegan? Is it best to go vegan?" Whatever the case may be. And then you see the people who like, luckily you not one of them vegans, because I don't know if I'd be able to be friends with you. You one of them vegans that would look at me funny because I am eating meat. Like, you eating? I can't do that. But Romans 14, Romans 14, 1-6 kind of covers all that up. It says, and I'm gonna read this from the NLT today, because I don't feel like reading all those.
Are you
extra,
switching up?
Yeah, you know.
You don't feel like reading that?
I don't feel like reading all that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, because it's pretty. I want to read it straightforward and straight to the point today. You know what I'm saying? And so it goes: accept other believers who are weak in faith and don't argue with them about what they think is right or wrong. For instance, one person believes it's all right to eat anything, but another believer with a sensitive conscience will eat only vegetables. Those who feel free to eat anything must not look down on those who don't. And those who don't eat certain foods must not condemn those who do, for God has accepted them. Who are you to condemn someone else's servants? Their own master will judge whether they stand or fall, and with the Lord's help they will stand and receive his approval. In the same way, some think one day is more holy than another day, while others think every day is alike. You should each be fully convinced that whichever day you choose is acceptable. Those who worship the Lord on a special day to do it to honor him. Those who eat any kind of food do so to honor the Lord, since they give thanks to God before eating. And those who refuse to eat certain foods also want to please the Lord and give thanks to God. So ultimately, you know, all these diets, oh, don't eat this, don't eat that. Pray about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just pray over it. Pray about it too, because you know there's some people I know who they can't go vegan. Like, you know, like physically they or just for their health purposes they can't go vegan because they're not going to get enough of certain nutrients because they'd have to eat like all day to get it from vegetables. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, there's certain people who need to because their body don't process meat properly. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, you know, just knowing what works for you, but ultimately that comes from, you know, just pray about it, pray about what God wants you to do with your body, and pray for the, you know, the guidance to get there.
Yeah.
I think Thessalonians, I think it's 2 Thessalonians 5:17 says, "Study to be quiet and do your own business." So when it comes to what's on my plate, I think you should just mind your own business.
Mind your own business. That's biblical. Mind your own business.
Just shut up. You know, just keep that real simple. You know.
Yeah, it was always funny to me how like people always say, "Can you just be healthy from, you know, just eating right and not working out?" And technically the answer is yes, because obviously they didn't have gyms in the Bible. However, there was not a bunch of processed foods in the Bible. They also worked all day in the field. They walked a lot.
Yes.
The only jobs was really merchants and carpenters. Usually they're building something or selling something. And fishing, which
it was always lifting, tugging, pulling. It was they were active people.
Always. And now in our, you know, the life we live, we sit down the majority of the day. Well, I say about 90% of the population, especially since the pandemic, have just been sitting down all day. And
Hey,
so
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be transparent right now. So my father was one to lift weights all the time, and you know what I'm saying. And he didn't do a lot of cardio. He always constantly lift weights every blue moon. And you know what I'm saying. But I'm looking at people that was on drugs in our neighborhood, right? So my father passed 2019. I'm looking at people that's been looking like they up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Since I was little. And they still, you know what I'm saying? Me and my brother be like, you know, not, you know, he's like, dang, you know, dang, you know what I'm saying?
How y'all live that?
Yeah, but what it is, like I told him, I said, man, because they've been on drugs, these dudes will walk miles and miles and on 10 speeds. Like we thought about one guy, I'm like, oh, remember he been on the 10 speed since he was little.
You've been exercising.
He been getting all the cardio in.
It's hard as solid.
yeah.
Hey, you dripping, bro.
Say what?
I do right there.
I'm dripping. I think that's from the water, actually.
What is going on?
It's weird. I couldn't take it. Hey, man, what's going on with you, man?
Yeah, no, that's from
His mouth was watering.
That was from the water bottle. I promise it's from the water
He was
bottle.
sitting there like a kid.
Ma. What you say, Ma?
What's wrong with you, son?
Ma. What? Oh, my.
This man said, "You dripping." I was like, "Well, thank you. I like this outfit." I didn't know what you was talking about.
Yeah, that's funny, man.
But yeah, no. But to your point, that doesn't necessarily mean he was doing the wrong things. He could have just been doing the right things the wrong way. A lot of people don't know how to exercise.
Yeah.
Like they'll go to the gym or get a video or go on YouTube and just do whatever just to get started, which is cool to get started. But everybody is different. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't doing any type of cardio, but his eating was terrible.
Well, there's
You know
that
what
too.
I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like I know chicken and chips and cookies. And, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like so my father stood like this the whole like most of our life, like his chest was out, his arms, but he just ate terrible, man. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, so it's I'm gonna give y'all a little free game real quick. Usually people
Appreciate it, bro.
Usually people gotta pay me for some of this kind of
Okay, y'all hear
information.
this, man? Tune in, man. Tag your friends.
So
This is pretty heavy.
tag your friends. So there's a process that your body goes through when you start working out and when you're eating. So you know how they say all the time you can't out-train a bad diet.
Yeah.
There's an asterisk next to that. There's only a certain level that you're going to be able to get to when it comes to working out versus just eating. Case in point, and you a testament to this, Mike. When I first said, all right, I need to work out. I'm trying to lose weight. You know, I'm trying to lose body fat, but I know I need to eat more. I just got into the habit of eating whatever was available. So like I'll be calling Mike all the time, and I'll be on the phone with him, and next thing you know, I'll be like, "Hold on, Mike," and he'll be like, "Welcome to Wendy's."
Every time, bro.
But it was because I just needed my body to get used to burning more calories, so I had to just eat whatever. Now that's not something I can keep up for a long time, you know, for like months and months and months and years. But that's something that needs to happen for me to start losing weight, because ultimately your metabolism is based on how many calories you're putting in versus, you know, putting out. A lot of people don't know this, but your body does not burn fat and it doesn't leave your body through like sweat and, you know, using the bathroom.
I'm about to say that. People say, man, I peed all the fat out.
Yeah, no, that doesn't. What?
Man, I had 3 people say that, man.
Yeah, but it's crazy because if you really think about it, you hear people say, "Oh, I burn fat," but you never really think about how the fat actually leaves your body. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just don't know. And this
Turn
is why,
into muscle, right?
No, fat does not turn into muscle at all. At all.
So how it leave your body, Jay?
So this is what happens.
Come on, man.
And this is
you
why
don't know more than Google, bro.
Google about to back me up. But this is why cardio is very important, right? Fat leaves your body through a process called cellular respiration. It's when the fat cell breaks down to the point to where it breaks down to a cellular level, goes through your respiratory system, and you actually breathe fat out. 2/3 of a fat cell is made up of carbon. When you lift weights, it does a chemical process to release that carbon from the fat cell. Once it leaves that fat cell, it's either going to attach to a different fat cell, and you're not going to lose no weight, or you're going to breathe the majority of it out. 88% of fat leaves your body that way.
Wow.
The other 12% leaves your body through using the bathroom and sweating combined. So that's why cardio and weightlifting is important, like equally. Well, not only, I don't want to say weightlifting, but strength training and cardio is equally important on top of creating a caloric deficit if you're trying to lose weight. But if you're just talking about health, because there's a difference between health and fitness. That's why they say health and fitness, and just instead of putting them both together. People who are bodybuilders who are natural, they look great, but they die in heart attacks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because once again, like, what's his name? C.T. Fletcher. Y'all know C.T. Fletcher, right?
Yeah.
C.T. Fletcher has been having heart problems for forever. But did you see what his diet was when he was lifting weight?
Man, like 4 or 5 Big Macs, man.
4 or 5 Big Macs,
2
a
double
large
cheeseburger,
a
shake, 2 shakes.
Yeah, 2 shakes, 4 large fries and whatnot. Because he didn't want to take steroids, but he had to get big like everybody else was. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's not healthy, but he looked like he was huge. He looked like what everybody.
He had a heart transplant, man.
He had a heart transplant, and now his heart to this day is still messed up.
No, he got a new heart.
It's still messed up.
Who said that?
He got a new heart, but then what was it, like last 2 years ago? I want to say 2-3 years ago.
That's when he got it.
So he on his second heart.
Man, like the Tin Man.
It's the same one. It's reversible.
Right, this man got a refurbished heart.
No, man. This he had it about 2 years ago. He had
But
it
he had
done.
one before that too, though, because
No.
that's what made him so famous was the fact that he had the heart problem. He had that surgery, and he had to get
Can anybody Google that and call in? I know ain't nobody watching this. But can somebody Google it and call in? C.T. Fletcher only had one heart surgery, man.
Bro, C.T. Fletcher, that's what made him so popular. He was a huge bodybuilder. Well, he was a power lifter, and he had that heart problem, and he had got surgery. I remember watching the video, him talking about how he was sitting there. He couldn't even lay on his back. He had to sleep sitting up. His son was helping him like get up and all that stuff. And then when he went to the doctor, they just kept telling him what he couldn't do, and he got tired of hearing what he couldn't do. He said, if you tell me if I do what I like to do, I'm gonna die. If I don't do all this stuff, I might die. So I might as well go out doing what I like doing.
Oh yeah, I remember I seen that. He was definitely doing what he definitely never stopped.
Yeah, and that was before this last heart surgery. That was like 2-3 years ago.
I think he had the stents put in the first time. What you talking about?
Either way, this man, he's before.
He ain't got 2 new hearts, man. They don't even got them many hearts. They got hearts in the back. Hey, man, grab a heart, man.
Man, bring CT.
What, you say that one? You said that one bad? Okay, grab another. Hey, James, grab another heart, the younger heart, man, like a 55.
The one next to Miles' red shirt. Give me the one next to the birthday shirt.
Miles had on the birthday red shirt today, man. So everybody know it's his birthday. It's my birthday. No, but that's dope, man. Mike, what scripture did you say a scripture already? What scripture you like towards that, man? Help.
I read 3 John 2. It says, "I wish above all things," because I'm thinking it's all encompassed. I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospers. You know, I think we were talking about the mind. One of the first things you said was, you know, your mind has to be right. You know, and I think in order to be disciplined in anything, if your soul or psyche, your mind, if it's not right, it affects everything else. Yeah. And if that part of you doesn't expand or grow, like the information that Jason just gave, I never thought about that, and I never, looked at it that way. So that essentially, you do have to work hard in order to breathe hard.
Right.
If you want the fat to leave.
Right.
So that's the purpose of cardio. You know what I mean? That's why people, when they do a lot of cardio, they get small.
Right.
You look at like David Goggins, like how big he was versus how big he is now. He's like an action figure. I just had surgery on my leg.
Yeah.
But that's nothing.
He had one heart transplant, but in 2005, he flatlined. He had open heart surgery.
Yeah.
He got the new heart in, I think, 17, I believe.
Yeah, 17, 18. So, oh, yeah, because it's before my father passed. It was like 17, 18. I was showing him, but yeah, no, he only had one heart.
He got open heart surgery, which basically they repaired.
No, not basically.
They
he only had one heart.
So technically, he had 2. He still has 2 hearts, 2 separate hearts. He don't got the one he was born with.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had one heart surgery. Yeah, where he took a heart out and put the new heart in.
Technically, 2 heart surgeries. He just had one was fixing and one was replacing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Man.
So we both right, Mike.
No, we not. I'm not going with the we both.
Just trying to end the debate friendly. So we both right,
ain't
man.
going with that, man. But that's still. I noticed that you have to. At some point, you have to control your mind. Like you have to make your I know some days I go to the gym, I don't want to go to the gym at all, but I make myself go, and I know if I get there, I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, if I could just get to the I'm like the girl who want to touch the hem of Jesus' garments. You know what I'm saying? If I can just get in the parking lot, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
I know I can. I'm gonna do something because I ain't gonna let myself. I might sit in the parking lot 15 minutes, man.
Yeah, scrolling on TikTok.
But you there. You know what I mean? I think it's mental health. Like I think this is the biggest part of physical health is mental health.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like if your mind is not right, nothing's gonna be right. Doesn't matter how physically fit or you know what I'm saying, or that you appear to be. If your mind is off, if your mind is not right, you're not right.
You know what else, Mike? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break up your applause. You got your applause.
Can you run that applause back? Hold on, give me 1 second. If your mind is not right, you're not right.
Hold on, let me zoom in on you again. Do it again.
No. Okay, you ready? All right. I need this moment.
That's a backlash.
If your mind is not right, then you're not right.
Hey, that was dope, Mike. I like how you said that and how you put that, man. It's like I never heard
That's
it before.
real.
Yeah, man. I know this that's one of the key things is your mind, man. Your mind. I can't even remember what I was about to say. I'm lost.
You see, if your mind is
Your
not
mind's
right,
not right.
you're not right.
What was I about to say, man? I don't know, man. What about you, Jason?
No, that's 100%, man. That's 100%, and that goes for even before you start, like making the decision. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, I've been in the fitness industry for like 8 years, and most people who start working out, they work out because they feel like they need to, not because they actually need to. You know what I'm saying? Like they have no real reason behind it. You know what I'm saying? So what ends up happening is they'll start working out and then they'll stop very easily. Like the average lifetime of a gym membership for somebody who doesn't really know what they're doing, well actually just period, is 3 months. The first month they join the gym, they going hard. Second month they scale back a little bit. Third month they just donating to the gym at that point because they not seeing results or because they don't know what they're doing. And so they refuse to seek the help because they don't have any clear goals. Like you ask 10 people what their goal is, guarantee you at least 9 of them is going to say lose weight and tone. And then you
weight and tone.
I'm just trying, lose some weight. I just don't want the auntie arms. I don't want to look. I don't want to look like I'm the lunch lady or nothing like that. And so.
But they get surgery and still have auntie arms.
That's a totally different story, is them surgeries, but it's a totally different story.
Yeah.
But that's because they have mentally, they weren't ready to start. Those would be here on the health episode too.
Would be on the health episode.
But no, mentally they weren't ready to start, so they have no real reason to start, except for they feel like they should be doing it, and in the process, hopefully they lose weight and tone or something like that. So it's like you have no target you're trying to get to, so you have no real reason to keep doing it. And mentally, like you said, if your mind ain't right, because you're like, I don't know what I want to do, I just know where I don't want to be.
Yeah.
100.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And your mind, it's so funny, and this is what I was going to say. Your mind, your environment can tell a lot what's going on with your mind. Like you could tell a lot what's going on with your mind by your environment and where you at.
Yep.
Your car, your house, I notice when my mind is cluttered, everything is cluttered.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
My clothes is everywhere. My shoes is everywhere. I'm unorganized. You know what I'm saying?
It shows you where you focus.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
It show you. So pretty much, if you see somebody that's that unorganized, their car is junky or they cluttered mentally, man, for the most part. And yeah, I know it is for me, definitely, man.
No, that's real.
And I think that my problem is I feel like I don't have time to correct everything because I got so much other stuff to do.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when Essence, you can just I'm learning like, okay, work on making sure my clothes and everything is lined up. You know what I'm saying? Get that all together. You know what I'm saying? Then work on my schedule for my shows and send off the emails that I'm supposed to send off. Follow all that up. You know what I mean? Write down the shows that I do have. Put them in a calendar so I can see it. I'm a visual type person, man. I need to. I'm still old school to the point I got a big calendar in my office because I got to be able to see. I don't want the calendar on my phone. I like to see, okay, December 4th, 2nd, boom, 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 and I can see it. I can pencil it in. You know what I'm saying? It just helps me better, man.
That's real, man. Like that keeps you focused. That gives you something to see, and it registers, and you can walk away with it because you got that mental picture. I used to do that. I used to write my jokes on a board.
I remember that, bro.
Yeah, I used to have my jokes written on the board. Whenever I was thinking about a joke, I would just look at it on the board, and just kind of stare at it, and I could start to see different things like no, and then I just start putting it together like, that's it. That's new jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, where does this go? How does this work? You know what I mean? And that helped, and that's something that I got away from.
Hey, I remember coming to Mike's house and seeing all that. Like, I remember I was amazed at how organized he was. I'm like, man, this little nigga, man. I can't stand this nigga, man. Look how he got all this stuff, man. No, but he had like everything organized. He had his jokes over here. He got books around his whole office room. Like he was. Remember, Mike? I remember telling you, like, man, I gotta have something. I want this. Like, he got his computer. He had another little booth set up where he can do his voiceover. It's like he was set up, or he was set to win. You have to set yourself up to win.
That was my Spartan mode. I didn't even have a couch.
No, you didn't.
And I didn't have a couch on purpose. I was in a Spartan mindset. Like I wanted everything like I wanted to be clean and organized, and this is work, this is relaxed, and that's the bed in there. You know what I'm saying? If somebody comes over, we can sit down, we can eat, but that's not what we do here. You know what I'm saying?
We go get in the bed.
Nigga, no.
That's before Mike was saved, man. No, but
We can go get it to bed.
my father had his studio apartment set up like that. I said, Dad, why you ain't got nothing else in it? No, I want them to know. I'm like, you want them to know what, man? You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man. Yeah. But no, that's dope, man. I think that I know that's the key to. Because and what's crazy, when you got everything set up like that, you don't have no choice but to win. Because if talent meets your work ethics and all that, man, it's a proven antidote, man, to failure.
Yeah, and it's mental clarity too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have the distractions. Like me not having certain things was me not having distractions. If you come into my space now, distractions everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like the clutter. Like, so when you said that, I can definitely relate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got 4 things to do the same thing. Why?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just collecting, just crazy, losing your mind.
You got work benches and bikes and with clothes on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With a truck backed up to the window.
Yeah, man. Like that's why around December or something, going into January, every exercising tool is on sale.
Yeah.
Because they know everybody want to participate in this New Year's resolution, and that's why I'm gonna make a shirt to say my Monday is now.
There you go. You just gave that away.
I did, man. Hey, don't y'all steal that. Oh, ain't nobody watching. Ain't nobody watching,
Monday
man.
is every day.
My Monday is now.
Hey, man, get that little gleam out your eye, man.
No, I got it.
This is my
Monday
Monday.
is every day.
Yeah, man.
No, Monday's now. That's a better shirt.
Yeah.
Hey, could you print this up for me?
Bro, let me
Hey, babe, can you print this up for me?
talk to Miles when we leave here.
Monday is now.
Miles already printed the shirt. He got it on his red shirt right now.
Oh, man.
So I got a question for y'all. Because once being in, like I said, being in the fitness industry for about 8 years, I have noticed that the people who come the least to get help and the people who work out consistently and see the least amount of results happen to be men. You'll see dudes, they'll come every day and they'll see progress for like a month and then they just stop, and it's just their ego keeping them there at the gym working out and whatnot, but they refuse to come and get help. Is that and I've primarily trained around black men, black people, period. Do y'all think that's a culture thing, or is that just a man thing, period, as far as like seeking the help?
I don't know. I think you go to the gym, you see the dudes walking around the gym, like, bro, you need to leave that alone and get on that cardio and work on yourself. Like, the only thing big on you is arms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your stomach, your arms. Like, you got breasts, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, that's an ego workout.
It's an ego workout. They bench pressing 315, but it don't
but
look
you
like
look
it.
415.
I know y'all think they talking about me. They not.
Not at all, Mike Larry.
No, Mike Larry.
All right, cool.
Nowhere near talking about you.
Matter of fact, you asked me for too much help, Mike. He asks me for help all the time.
Yeah.
So you can't. I wouldn't say this.
Yeah, man. Right. That's right, man. I asked for too much help.
Too much help. He's very humble. Mike Larry is a humble man.
Yeah, I'm very humble. No, but that's good though, man. I'm acting like you said it all.
I don't even know what I said.
Why you looking at that? I ain't like. I'm gonna give Mike the credit. He didn't even say it.
What do you
nigga,
do? What I do?
That was good, bro.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. That was good. No, that was good though, Jay.
I didn't even make a point.
Okay, somebody made a point, man.
No.
And whatever point it was good.
That nobody made a point, Mike. We were still in the midst of discussion, but
Yeah,
That's okay.
man, so.
it's all right. It's all right.
So you saying that the men don't ask for help?
They don't for whatever reason. I was going. So here, I guess would y'all work with a trainer? Would y'all hire a personal trainer?
Me personally, I'm thinking that that's the next level for me. Like, if I'm going to really get into shit, I need somebody to help me actually do it, and the accountability aspect. I was talking to my boy today. Like, they've been going to like a boot camp training for like months now. He a big dude, you know, but you could just tell, like, first of all, he lost some weight, but he's strong anyway. But he still looked strong, and his energy is just real high. So I was like, okay, that accountability, I could use that. You know, that's probably what I need to do to get in real solid, good health. And, you know, it makes, when I'm working out, I eat right. When I'm not, like, sugar is my problem.
Oh, really? Snacks?
Yeah, sugar,
Oh.
like chocolate, and just drinks. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I just drunk that Coke. Like, I don't even like Coke, but I like me a Fountain Dew every now and again.
A Fountain Dew.
I pull up a Speedway and pay that $1.05 for that Fountain Dew.
Yeah, yeah.
Light ice.
Oh man, that's nice. What's your strongholds, man? What's your strongholds, man? With the you just say sugars, huh?
Yeah, look, drinks like Dunkin' Donuts, frozen coffee,
Okay.
mocha. That's a stronghold, and Fountain Dew.
Wow.
Those are those things.
Them the only things that pretty much like you saying this is bad for me. That's
bad for me, and I do it consistently.
okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that can't be really good.
What about you, Jake?
My family.
Mama.
No, but
My family.
no, but I
Your
mean,
family
so,
making you fat?
You trying to eat your babies?
100%.
Oh, really?
100%. So no, so the one thing that a lot of people will say.
When you
a
gonna
lot-
take accountability, Jason?
listen. No, I'm gonna say this because I'm an out of sight, out of mind person. Like I know I like Reese cups. I like, Hershey's with almonds. But I'm out of sight. If I don't see it, then I won't eat it. That's why the majority of the time when you see me eating all that junk food is when we on the road because we got to stop at the gas station. I'm gonna walk in the gas station.
Smash.
And I'm gonna buy salt and vinegar chips, vanilla Coke, like all of it. But other than that, I thank God they put the credit card reader on the gas pump, so I don't got to go in there. Because before I was going in coming out with a Reese cup, but because I'm out of sight, out of mind, is not, and I'm about this life. My wife and my daughter are not necessarily about this life, and so when I'm like, all right, you know what? That's it. I'm about to start cutting 15 pounds. I'm gonna take these 15 pounds off. Now I go home and we got 2 Hungry Howie pizzas, and they got one that is literally just for me.
Dude,
That's my wife.
you know what y'all should watch? Y'all should go on YouTube and watch Will Smith, Best Shape of My Life. Remember he took that weird picture when he had his belly out and all that?
Yeah.
Watch that. It's like 6 episodes. It'll like, where he takes off 20 pounds, but it shows you the mental aspects, and he talks about his real life and his mental health, and it like kind of digs into, it's kind of like a marketing for his book, but at the same time, it shows you what he goes through trying to get in shape and just, the stuff that he
I
has to
like
face
shows like that, man.
in midlife. You know what I'm saying? He's in his 50s now. So he's
Yeah.
like, it's different from when you were in your 30s and maybe even 40.
That's a brave dude, man. I watch him do a lot of things that's inspirational. Like I seen him do the colon test. He went and took a colon test. Like men out there, if you over 45, man, go get your colon test, man. Get your colon test. But he did it live. Like and some polyps came back. And they said they was gonna burn the pollers off. You know what I'm saying? One of them was cancerous or something, but they got rid of it though. You know what I'm saying? It was, and you know they wanted them to follow up in a couple years, but no, man, I did it last year. Last year, everything was cool, but. You know, I wouldn't want to broadcast it. That was, you know what I'm saying?
Dude,
man, if I caught that, you just would have been like, "Dang, Mike is really losing weight, man. He doing good." Like I wasn't gonna tell nobody, man. You know, I don't know, man. That's tough.
Played me.
What
I
he
didn't
do?
know what was about to happen. He just reached in the drawer and grabbed the little stuff and started putting the glove on.
You got the prostate.
Yeah, he just started talking all randomly, like, yeah, you know, so, all right.
How about those Lakers?
He's like, yeah, so the Pistons, man, they something else. Just turn over on your side a little bit, pull your other way down. Like, I'm like, what?
Put your shorts down to your knees.
Yeah, just roll over your side and pull it down to your knees. I said, we're about to get a shot. He's like, well, you call it that.
Oh man, that's funny.
When I tell you, I got up and I felt so violated.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk to nobody when I was leaving, bro.
Hey man, that's how I felt when I did the. You know, they put you to sleep. You know, they give you the stuff when you do. You know, when they check your stomach, all that inside. You know, intestines and stuff, man. So they put you to sleep. I remember waking up and just I felt weird. Like I wanted to see the tape, man. What happened, man?
Why am I so sore?
And why am I walking like? What? You know?
What is this limb?
Yeah, man. Like this ain't right, man. You gotta close that back up, man. Like, what happened, man? But I don't know. I was so happy, man. I was scared, and because it was crazy. When the time when I did it, I was having a lot of stomach pains, man. I was like, what's going on with my stuff? So I was, me mentally, man. I'm one of the ones who I don't do it no more. But don't go to YouTube and look up nothing. Don't go to Google. Don't Google what's wrong with you, bro. By the time I got through Googling, I was already planning my funeral. Like, yeah, so my son can have my car, and like, you know what I'm saying. So I was happy and thanking God to see nothing came back. Like, you know, yeah, bro. But I don't know.
So take care of yourself. Like, put God first. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mind, and let your mind take care of your body, and you know, do your part.
That'll ease your mind too. That'll ease your mind.
Yeah, exercise definitely helps your mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a natural stress reliever. So,
what's your thing, man? Like how do you, like my motivation? Like sometimes it's on 10. Like when I guess I'm gonna tell you what got me started with the whole workout. Like while I was going every single day and was geeked up about it. Me and my brothers had a challenge. And we was doing a 3-month challenge, and it was some money on the line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever day you don't go, you got to pay $25 inside the pot. Jeez. Now, I won, but I didn't get my money. I don't know. Like, we don't have to talk about that, but it was just like I didn't want them to win.
That's what's up.
And I was like, man, I don't care. I'm going 2 times a day. Y'all won't win. You know what I'm saying? And once that kind of died off, it was like, because I kept going and I started seeing that they wasn't going. I'm like, this ain't fun no more, man.
We gonna plot to get Larry to lose some weight.
Yeah, right. There you go. I think he good, man. Let him go. It was like, you know, when you hold a dude and trying to learn, your kid, when you trying to learn how to ride a bike with a training wheel. All right, let him go, man. I think he good. He act like he's still holding it.
He's self-motivated now. We did it.
I remember my father did that, man. He was holding my back of my seat, and then I was riding, and he let it go. But I didn't know he let it go. I'm still thinking, I'm like, yeah, Dad, I think I'm doing good. And Dad?
Then you feel.
I ran right into a tree, bro. That's the funniest thing when you see a kid trying to learn how to ride a bike.
Man, that
and they really got it, but they just going in their head.
Comfort zone.
Yeah. The comfort zone.
Yeah.
How can you relate that to the Bible, though?
I think the challenges that come from Scripture, like just the conversation we have right now, is a very challenging conversation. Like, you know, just I got a lot of new information. You know what I mean? Like, I want to go to sleep. I want to go do nothing, but I definitely want to go and do the workout that I planned on doing when I leave here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just understanding that I want to do my workout and I want to take my cold shower. You know what I'm saying?
that feeling after you leave the gym. Every time I go to the gym, like before I go, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to go. But when I'm leaving out and I got through with everything, I be like, man, I don't understand why I don't go here every day.
Why don't I always
Like I
do
need
this?
to do this all the time. Every time when I walk in the gym, I'm like, man, dog, come on. You can at least walk in this place every single day. You know what I'm saying? Why are you not walking in this place every single day?
100%. I work at a gym and it's hard for me to work out. Like mentally, I just be like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do two things. I had to force myself to wake up earlier to go to the gym, and I had to get a gym membership somewhere else because it felt like I was trying to work out at home every time I was there.
Yep, because it's work.
Because it's work. So I had to get a gym membership to a gym that is further away. So I got the gym membership to the Powerhouse in Novi. I live in Redford.
Okay.
That drive wakes me up. And really, the waking up is the hard part, just like y'all saying. I get up because I start training people at 5 in the morning. So I get up at 2:30 so I can work out myself at 3. If I try to work out in the middle of the day, just because, traffic, all that other stuff, there's too many mental barriers that's going to stop me from going out to Powerhouse. So I got to get up early to work out. Waking up is the hardest part. Once I get there, being awake at 3 in the morning ain't no problem.
Man, that's funny. When you said that, it made me think about my brother. Like, he was talking about, I'm about to go to school, be a personal trainer. But yeah, cigarette in his mouth. I was like, there you go, you got it. That's it. 3 more. Come on, baby.
Yeah, boy, you got it.
Like, and I was like, how you gonna do that, bro? Like, who's gonna believe you?
That's funny.
You keep going, I'll be back. I'm gonna take me a cigarette break. Like, it's crazy.
Hey, you dumping ashes on the dude. Yeah, man. Keep going, brother. You doing good.
No, man, it's training. Like, the faster you go, the less ashes hit you.
Less ashes.
Now, I'm going to leave this cigarette burning right here. If you don't hurry up, these ashes going to hit you. That's how much time you got to get this done.
How much time you got?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah. But no, yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I got to do to work out because it's just mentally you gotta be ready. You gotta want to do it.
Right.
You gotta want to do it for your own personal reasons. Like what got me into working out, obviously, when I started working out when I was younger, before I was married. So for me, it was women. I just wanted to get the girls. But eventually, it turned into I want to be able to be stronger than my brother and my dad. And I don't want to say I beat my brother by default because he ended up injuring himself working out, and I just surpassed him because it was a long-term injury. And the day I outbenched my dad, I was like, I'm ready to be done. I'm retiring from weightlifting.
It's a wrap.
So
I made it.
You outbench your dad?
Yeah, I outbenched my dad.
What your dad was pushing?
So that's kind of by default. No, I won't say by default, but my dad got shoulder problems, so he wasn't never really going over like 225 for the most part.
Oh, okay.
So the time we was working out together. I had to be at the same time as him. He had to see what I was doing. I couldn't just tell him. He had 225, went to like 245 or something like that. He was like, "Oh, that's too much for me." I'm like, "All right, well, I hit it 4 times, Dad. I'm stronger than you. Give me the keys to the house." And
Yeah, man, that don't count, man. Your dad was all older, man.
Man, he was old when he had me. Ain't my problem.
Change of a lifetime. That's funny, man. We're gonna bring that clip, bro. We're gonna play that clip, man.
So people know what we talking about.
What got me, that was just like ego type stuff. But what really got me into it for real, was when I was working at the Gordon Food Service warehouse, and I injured my back. And it was right after my daughter had just started walking and stuff. And so I would like play around with her like we about to play football or something like that. And I get down in my little 3-point stance and I just run at her, tackle her, and she started laughing. And when I hurt my back, I remember I was laying on the floor on the heating pad, and my daughter got down in the 3-point stance like she wanted to try to tackle me. And I'm like, I can't even get up. And I said, I'm never going to feel this way ever again. So I never want to feel this way ever again. Because at that point, GFS, they had the word. I don't want to say no knock to them, but knock to them at the same time because they did pay a lot of my bills. But they had a horrible, workers' comp program, like payment and stuff like that. So at that point, Like I was only like a month in, and they already had cut it down to like 30% of my usual pay. So I'm like, I'm on, and this is why a lot of people say health is wealth. Like my back was hurt, I couldn't work. 30% of what I usually got paid was not paying my bills all the way. So it's like now I'm out of commission. The whole family's struggling. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do nothing with my daughter either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was all bad. But at that point, I said I personally don't want to be in this position again. I never want to put my family in this position again. And that's why I started working out with an actual purpose. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't situational.
Hey man, I'm looking up there. Mike Larry's shirt look like a screensaver.
When you can pick which one you want. Man, that's funny, bro. That's hilarious.
It's on the screen, man.
What you laughing at, Jason?
I knew you were about to say that.
I don't let Jason have fun. What you doing?
That's funny to
You
you.
a bully, Mike.
Yeah.
With your dripping face.
Yeah, man, don't you? Yeah, Jason. Yeah, Jason dreadlocks is a screensaver. No, but yeah, man. What's your motivation? Like, what motivates you, man? Like, what do you use for inspiration when you are in your groove? What kicks your groove?
Dude, what he just said about his daughter, like that reminded me. I was playing with my son. He's so strong, bro. I was like, dog, like I'm not about to be tussling with you, dog. And he be laughing, and he don't know how strong he is. It's like wrestling with a baby grown man.
Little Bam Bam, man.
I know he Bam Bam. I'm like, dude, I ain't gonna be going through this with you, man.
That's
These
funny.
kids are too strong. So it's like, I literally said, like, hey, man, I gotta take weightlifting and exercise serious because I need them to be just a little bit scared of me because it won't be but a second before he just,
Man, you know how quick it's gonna be when he be 18 in a minute, man.
I know. And when he's 18, I'm gonna be almost 60. You know what I
It'll be
mean?
Mike Bonner.
I don't know about that, dude.
I know about that, dude.
I'm gonna be Mike Bonner, dude.
No, man, but you do want to be in some type of shape because he started smelling himself at about 15, 14, 15. I remember when I was about 14, 15, 16-ish. And like I said, especially back then, now, going into the latter years, my father, started, he wasn't lifting as much. But like 15, 13, 14, all that, bro, the dude was like Mike Tyson, man. You know what I'm saying? Then my father played football at UCLA. Like he was a whole different breed. And I remember playing football at Redford, and I remember getting to a point where I was kind of smelling myself. Mm-hmm. I'm like, it's I'm somebody.
Yeah.
I'm tough. Like, people in practice, they scared of me too. Like, like I'm tough, man.
Yeah.
And so he was like, yeah. And my father's an alpha male. Like, you know what I'm saying? He smell any of that, he gonna,
Yeah.
he like a lion. He might eat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I eat you. You know what I'm saying? And I remember saying, because I was fast. I was super fast, bro. And I remember telling my mom, like, I'm faster than Dad. She was like, you can't. My mother's his cheerleader. You're not faster than your dad. Mook. She called him Mook. Larry said he faster than you. Well, I was like, what? He faster than who? I said, you. We go out here and race right now. I'm thinking in my head, like, all right. I'm talking about, bro, in football practice, I'm leaving people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might be the second fastest or the fast. Like, me and this dude, what was his name? Deontay. We was like neck to neck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, my father can't beat me. He don't run.
Right.
Bro, we set it all up. My mama said go. And I'm talking about, dude, he probably beat me about like this.
But he beat you.
But he beat me and was talking crazy. Like, I guess that amped him up. He thought he was back playing football. Dad, what you want to do? Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to do nothing else, man. I'm gonna go ahead and take my slow self back in the house.
You only wash the dishes?
Yeah, I'm watching all these dishes, man. But yeah, man.
Break the leaves.
I remember when I got like about 20 something, because my father used to chase us. Like he'll start wrestling me. Yeah, what y'all say? What? And he'll chase me and my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Like from 16, from a kid all the way to about 23, 24. I remember he was chasing me one day and he caught me. And he was about to try and slam me. And I felt him like, He was trying to get me. I'm like, yeah, what's up? What's up, man? Can't get me, huh? I think I'm stronger than him right now. And I realized I was stronger than him. Because what he was trying to do to me, he couldn't do it.
Right.
But I was still acting like it. But I was like, yeah, I'm stronger than you right now.
Respect.
You know when somebody try and move you and you like, used to when he moved me, it's like he gonna move me on. He pick us up, put us over his head.
Yeah.
Like, it was ridiculous, bro. And he was trying to do all that. And I was like, I can really turn this the other way if I wanted to.
Respect.
But I act like it couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Dad. Took off running. I told my brother, I said, hey, man, Daddy can't beat me no more, bro. Just want you to know that.
That's funny,
man. Yeah, bro.
Pops.
So I guess that's it, man. We about to wrap it up, man. Is that, what time we looking like, man?
This time.
Yeah, I got about 4 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah, man. So listen, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in to Bible Talk Comedians with Mike. Jason, what you got going on, man? What you got coming up?
I got my fitness classes. I'm actually about to start enrolling for December if anybody's interested. I feel like, I don't know if y'all don't mind, I feel like since it's the health episode, I should give I know I gave some information, but one tip I would like to give people who are looking to find a personal trainer, because I know I'm not the trainer for everybody, but if you're looking to find a personal trainer, 2 things that you need to do. One, make sure they are certified from an accredited certification place. There's a lot of these overnight rinky-dink personal trainer certifications that you can get. Make sure you ask them, because if they say it's some online course, the test was probably is where's your elbow at, and they had to point at, and now they are certified.
Oh, you
personal
certified?
trainer. Yeah, I'm certified.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm certified through ACE, ACE. So the three biggest names in personal training. If they say one of these 3, then you know that they for real is ACE, NASM, that's NASM, or ISSA. Those are the 3. If they say they are certified through those 3, or if they have a degree in exercise science or physiology, those are they know what they're doing for real. And then also, if they do not offer an assessment before they start training you. If your first day they got you doing burpees and running up and down the stairs and